I think it's important to understand that happiness in itself isn't a bad thing, but when we're forced to be happy, that's when it becomes a problem. If you force one person to just feel one emotion, what the hell else is he supposed to feel?
I haven't been happy 1 minute of my entire fucking life.
Depression, as many other mental illnesses, is incurable. The struggle of just waking up every day and feeling exhausted, just feeling like you're not good enough. And no matter how many people tell you to just cheer up and continue, you just feel like you can't. It is treatable though. I mean, you can still enjoy a fulfilling life with proper care and treatment. I mean, I know that depression is a real thing, but if you don't put the effort into changing habits in your life, how do you expect to stand a fighting chance?
I just don't want to feel so bad anymore.
I believe that to fully understand Arthur as a character, you must have gone through something traumatic and disturbing in your life yourself. Parents leaving at an early age,
Anything from you. Maybe a little bit of warmth, maybe a hug, Dad.
physical abuse,
Repeatedly abused your adopted son.
the loss of a loved one, to just feel disconnected from everyone else around you, to just feel pushed to your true limits and on the edge of insanity, to just have a really, really bad day. He is a product of a cold and unforgiving society that he lives in, which pretty much reflects our own. He suffers from severe depression, and it's apparent from the first shot of the film. He suffers from PVA, which is a condition that causes an individual to cry and laugh at the most inappropriate times. He also seems to be struggling with personality disorder because of the way he imitates people around him and the way he adopts different manners when in different situations, and how explosive and reactive he seems to be. He finds humor in things that are not supposed to be funny as his way of dealing with suicidal tendencies and self-harm.
It's the police, ma'am. Your son's been hit by a drunk driver. He's dead.
He often expresses his desires and intentions through daydreaming and hallucinations, desires that he would by normal means not be able to get because people already label him as crazy and insane. People really fear those who are different and what they can't understand. Parents nowadays prefer endanger the lives of their children than vaccinating them because of this stupid belief that vaccines cause autism. So they prefer having a dead kid than dealing with an autistic one. Arthur's main goal in life is to be recognized, to have people acknowledge his existence.
Everybody's telling me that my stand-up's ready for the big clubs.
Don't you have to be funny to be a comedian?
To just be seen, to be treated like a normal person.
How about just a little bit of fucking decency?
Arthur was brought up in a house without a father. He was single-handedly raised by his mom, and that's a prominent theme in this movie. Him just seeking the attention and approval from co-workers and strangers alike. How can you learn to be a man if there's no man to teach you how to be one? This is where the famous daddy issues come in. In psychology, they refer to it as the father complex, in which an individual without a father subconsciously develops either a dependency on men or hatred for them. Women and men react differently towards this. In men's case, they tend to struggle with approval and self-worth. They seek the approval of grown men in their life. Role models play a huge role in this too. Why do you think these people are so obsessed with superheroes? Because they feel the void of a father's absence. These role models aren't just limited to superheroes. They can be found in school teachers, co-workers, celebrities, and in Arthur's case, a host of a late-night show. He constantly fantasizes and just daydreams that he receives the attention of a father that he never had.
You see all this, the lights, the show, the audience, all that stuff. I'd give it all up in a heartbeat to have a kid like you.
In women, for instance, their self-esteem tends to be dependent on men who resemble a father figure. They actively seek their approval, and that's how many girls get taken advantage of, because they're seeking their partner's trust, and that trust is often betrayed. If these girls are lucky, they might find a partner who encourages them to grow and become stronger, but she'll always be dependent on him. And if they're not, they may find one that does with them whatever he likes. On the other side of this complex is just hatred and mistrust, avoidance of men in their lives.
Touch my son again, I'll fucking kill you.
All in all, Arthur is a character that people shouldn't really relate to. His self-destructive behavior and suicidal tendencies aren't something that people should try to emulate. The goal with this character is not to sympathize, but rather just to understand his actions and why he acts the way he does. I may even go as far as to say that he isn't a really bad person.
You don't listen, do you?
He just reacts to the way people treat him. People would never realize how far a little act of kindness can go.
You were the only one that was ever nice to me. Yeah.
Light up your face with gladness. You just smile.